First, the top headlines. Security forces intensify operations in hill and valley districts and ensure safe passage for essential goods. Manipur closes schools in valley districts from November 21 to 23 for student safety. State government must take up steps to stop the proxy war by central government in Manipur, warns KAPECON. CBSE releases exam dates for classes 10 and 12 nearly 3 months in advance. A very good afternoon. Welcome to Elite TV. You're watching English News at 3 p.m. I'm Chongtham, Amrita, and these are the news in details. Security forces conducted extensive search and area domination operations across vulnerable regions of Manipur's hill and valley districts to maintain law and order amid ongoing tensions. The operations aim to bolster safety and ensure uninterrupted movement of essential supplies. As part of the efforts, 51 and 355 vehicles carrying essential items were escorted along National Highways 37 and 2 respectively. Strict security measures were implemented, including convoys in sensitive stretches to guarantee safe passage. Authorities established 104 narcos and checkpoints across various districts, monitoring movement and reinforcing vigilance. Despite the heightened security, no detentions were reported for violations during the operations. Officials stated that these measures are critical to ensuring public safety and maintaining the flow of essential commodities. The situation remains under close surveillance to address any emergent challenges effectively. The Directorate of Education Schools Manipur has ordered the closure of all private, unaided and central schools in the valley districts from November 21 to 23, citing student safety concerns. The order states that all schools of the state government, government-aided, private unaided and central schools situated at the valley districts will stay closed on the 21st, 22nd and 23rd of November 2024, keeping in mind the safety of the students. This decision was approved by the state government after consultation with the Home Department, according to the order signed by L. Nandakumar Singh, the Director of Education for Manipur. Schools have been instructed to upload the order on their official websites, and zonal education officers along with school heads must take necessary actions. The Assam Rifles, in a joint operation with the Mizoram Excise and Narcotics Department on November 19, arrested 2 women with heroin worth Rs 1.54 crores in the Champai district. In a statement, the Mizoram police said that the duo was held during a joint operation by the personnel at Jote village in the district on Monday. A total of 220.13 grams of heroin was recovered from their possession, the Assam Rifles said in a statement. The accused have been handed over to the Excise and Narcotics Department for further legal proceedings, it added. Investigation into the matter is underway. Earlier last week, the Assam Rifles, in a joint operation with the Excise and Narcotics Anti-Narcotics Squad in Mizoram's Aizawl, seized 55 grams of heroin worth Rs 35.75 lakh from Aizawl. The troops also arrested 2 Indians and 1 Myanmarese national in this connection. On the other hand, Tripura's government railway police GRP have dismantled a significant narcotics trafficking operation, arresting 4 individuals and seizing substantial contraband during 2 separate raids at Agartala railway station. Law enforcement officials recovered 4.15 kgs of cannabis and 200 bottles of banned cough syrup with an estimated street value exceeding Rs 1,28,000. Tapas Das, GRP station officer in charge, confirmed the arrest and subsequent legal proceedings. We have registered cases against all 4 accused and forwarded them to court with a request for judicial custody, Das stated. The first operation targeted 3 suspects, Pooja Devi, Reshmi Kumari and Palvesh Kumar Singh, who are believed to be habitual offenders transporting cannabis from Tripura to Bihar. Investigators seized 4.15 kilograms of ganja valued at approximately Rs 48,000. In a parallel operation, authorities arrested Sunny Kumar, intercepting 200 bottles of prohibited Escuf cough syrup estimated at Rs 80,000. Local law enforcement has noted an escalating trend of Bihar-based individuals' involvement in regional narcotics smuggling, signaling a potential organized trafficking network. Authorities continue investigations to disrupt potential drug distribution channels and prevent further illegal narcotic transportation. The Central Board of Secondary Education (CBSE) has released the examination schedule for Class 10 and 12 board exams, setting a new precedent by releasing the date sheet approximately 86 days before the first examination. The board's comprehensive schedule, effective from February 15, 2025, demonstrates strategic planning to support student preparation and minimize academic disruptions. Key highlights are major innovations in this year's examination planning include strategic scheduling to prevent exam clashes across 40,000 potential subject combinations, examination strategically timed at 10:30 a.m. to optimize student performance, early release enables students to manage examination anxiety and enhance preparation strategies. Moreover, strategic considerations for CBSE meticulously crafted the date sheet considering multiple factors, providing adequate intervals between subject examinations, aligning exam dates to accommodate entrance examination preparations, ensuring continuous academic engagement for non-board classes. Now let's take a short break and we will return with more news updates. Stay tuned.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anau contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur de ihan hanba oina wedding set laibiba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre-booking tobiduna khudong jaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina bai damakta sangai product laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro
야, 가봐. 포토 좀 띄면 돼.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯗꯅꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯩ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯖꯥ ꯑꯗꯨꯏ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯊꯤꯕ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯩ ꯀꯧꯕ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯃꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯝꯅꯤ
ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯤ ꯀꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯗꯝꯅ ꯐꯝꯕꯨ ꯇꯦꯝꯁꯤꯡꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯍꯟꯊꯣꯛ ꯂꯩꯍꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯈꯨꯟꯅꯥꯏꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯏꯆꯥꯕꯨ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯆꯥꯅ ꯀꯟꯕꯤꯔꯛ
Sri Sri Gaurachandrai Namha Prabhasamda Ikoi Khwaibu Konbiramba Sri Yendrembam Kumar Singh Namagi Nuksi Jarbat Manung Sagai Natai Amadi Marupang Khwaipunum Puthadok Lamlaga Haukiba Tang Tara Taret Nomazin Mita Sri Guru Gi Kripadi Ves Olga Sri Krishna Chaitanya Das Habanam Fangjaduna Brindapa Prapti Oikre Lakliba Tang Kuni Thoi Irai Numita Asti Sanjay Lokutraga Lakliba Tang Kuntra Thanza Numita Srada Din Tokle Walakha Sida Brahman Vaishnab Ahalaman Marupang Ekoina Disak Khangjahudraba Khwaipunum Matam Chan Lingbirtuna Harinam Sarban Tabirnaba Paujinjari Vasing, Srimati Yendrembam Obi, Damayanti Devi Sardharmini, Sri Yendrembam Iboyama Singh Machanupa, Sri Yendrembam Robin Singh Machanupa, Srimati Yendrembam Obi, Bina Amina Devi Mamunupi, Srimati Yendrembam Obi, Dayasori Devi, Mamonupi, Yendrembam, Davhina, Masunupi, Kurai Awang Kongpal, Laisam Laikai.
Diabetes ko loy na hingliba sing tha magi manungda control to bangamle. Urea creatinine wangbasu tha magi manungda hanthaba ngamle. Khong ham banungai tebasu numit manga nigi manungda fahan bangamle. Pile saibadi nungsang nabasu chama da chama fahan bangamle. Cholesterol wangba numit kunida normal oy bangamle. BP wangbasu tha amagi manungda normal oy bangamle. Fatty liver oy basu tha amagi manungda fagat han bangamle. Pumnamak natural oy ba hidak makhalna laying jabani. Hakjang da sokadaba side effect amata laite. Makata na hidak chabagi mathau su tararoy. He na kupa parol gidamak ngasimak langsin birau Diabetes Hospital Soibam Laikai Ayangpali Road opposite Karkinos Jennings Hospital Porompat Imphal East near Punjab National Bank.
Live tharadi miyamda asengba adu haibiyu. Dukan yaura akanda masidadi offer laite na soidana harakani. HG Cassette Gallery da amuktang lingshin birau. Online price da mobile khudimak loina phangbigani. Hojik se wana ba matamnina loan gi khudong chabasu aikhoi gi maikai dagi pizari. MI gi phone laiba singi su lucky draw laizai. Chahi loramdai asida adom gi daw adu yabra haina amuktang yingbiu. Car bite mobile na jingba sing phawwa yana lairi. Ningol chakau bagi special offer gi mathakta aikhoi gi store gi oina su lucky draw tawjari. Lucky draw asigi first prize na 32-inch TV, second prize na induction, third prize na rice cooker ni. Singjamai supermarket ta laiba HG Cassette Gallery da lengshin biraktu na khudong chaba ase lawbi ho.
Makhal kaya gi award fangnaba HG Cassette Gallery ni. Chahi taragi mathaktagi HG Cassette Gallery na mobile store asida matam nga chanaba mongda offer amadi discount kaya piduna lakchari. Sale khudong cha double su loan da mobile lawbi ba yagani. Discount piba khatang natana lucky draw tawduna miyamda khudol kaya am su pijari. Miyamsu Singjamai supermarket ta laiba HG Cassette Gallery da umtang lingsing birau. Loina na HG Cassette Gallery gi Facebook page asibu follow tawba singi onasu lucky draw amasu thamjari.
Welcome back after the short break, and now let's continue with more news updates. The Kanglei People's Confederation, or KAPECON, an umbrella body of 4 organizations, has put forward a 6-point demand to both the central and state governments. At a press conference held at the Manipur Press Club today, KAPECON convener Keita Lakpam London outlined their concerns. London claimed that the proxy war being waged by India in the state was fueling ongoing violence and called for an immediate end to it. Their demands include repealing AFSPA in 6 police station areas, ensuring free movement along national highways, and facilitating the return of all internally displaced persons to their homes. They also demanded that the killers of innocent civilians be declared as cookie terrorists and urged the state government to act independently without waiting for central directives. London also stressed that to end this so-called proxy war, all civil society organizations need to unite and work collectively.
Masigi proxy war si ek talk to power masi left to power ekoi ngasi tawriba lan an sino mem singa se sului lo na rai tare maduna lan si lo shan ngai taragati India government na Manipur myang matak tawriba proxy war se masi nangai pathu masi dep ka dabani adu nataduna masi dep ka taragati ekoi na hosik Kanglei People Confederation na ekoi ki tuan ba state government amati central government da masi left to bidam ta kone to demand taru ka hangasai hari demand singa de India government na Manipur sathai ba proxy war se left na ba lengang na tu motam da thok packet kadane.
In the wake of the recent violence sparked by the killings of 6 individuals by cookie terrorists in Jakurador, Joribam, Kokomi has issued a strong statement urging calm and decisive action. The incident led to widespread public outrage, including the burning of properties belonging to MLAs and ministers in the state. In a press release, Kokomi called on the government to release those arrested in connection with the protests without any conditions and to refrain from taking legal action against them. Kokomi also appealed to the people to avoid violent demonstrations and urged the MLAs and ministers currently in Delhi to return to the state. They emphasized the need for unity in combating the threat of cookie narco-terrorism, stating that this is not the time for finger-pointing or detachment based on constituency boundaries. The indefinite sit-in protests at Imakaitel have been temporarily suspended following assurances from the government to act within 7 days. Kokomi clarified that this move was made to mitigate the economic impact of halting market activities. However, they warned that protests would resume if their demands were not met. Kokomi further urged the public associations and Maira Paibis to continue supporting their cause in the future. The brutal murder of 6 individuals, including an 8-month-old infant, has sparked outrage across the state. In response, the Thoubal Welfare Club and Thoubal Awang Laikai Maira Paibi staged a sit-in protest today at Thoubal Awang Laikai. Speaking on the issue, Akoijam Ongbi RK Tombisana condemned the government's silence over the heinous act, particularly the inhuman killing of an infant. She demanded immediate action to apprehend their perpetrators. Moreover, Tombisana also criticized the imposition of AFSPA in 6 police station areas, calling it unacceptable. She also urged the government to implement the recent cabinet decisions within 7 days. Addressing the deployment of fresh army companies, she questioned whether their purpose was to protect the people or the MLAs. The protesters emphasized the urgent need for justice and action to address the growing unrest.
Company hujik hanegi lairiba company mayam amasu Manipur asida thajalakuna laire aduga thajal e haiba company singa se karai da laikiri no koi haiba ngamde asugumba kupina satharakli balala sidadi makoina kari su ngakthok basu laite aduga maitai do wonsan dana makoina koi bo opi ne bi banatana kari su makoina koi dadi kaisu keno mani tawbi mateng pangbi balaite adu hantak nauna amu company ya khayam thajalakli basina Akoigi Lairiba, MLA, Yankaya Singak Nabagita Maktara, MLA, Yankaya Singak Nabagini Habisu, Karakara Pausitai, Adu Asigumba, MLA, Yankay Singak, Naga Lairaga, Praza Mayamna, Kanana Piga Duribra, Praza Mayam Singasi, Akoi Loina, Kuki Kayata, Takinaba Haiduna, Indiago Mena Silibra.
Nagaland is set to showcase international cultural diplomacy at the upcoming 25th Hornbill Festival, with Peru emerging as a significant country partner. Diplomatic channels between Nagaland and Peru have been activated, promising a vibrant cultural exchange. Nagaland Chief Minister Neifio Rio confirmed the partnership after meeting with Peruvian Ambassador H.E. Javier Manuel Polinich Velarde. The collaboration will feature Peruvian artists and performers participating in multiple festival events, marking a strategic move to strengthen bilateral relations. This development follows Rio's recent diplomatic engagement with Japanese representatives, including Takashi Ariyoshi and Mayumi Tsubakimoto from the Japanese embassy, which solidified Japan's participation in the festival. The Hornbill Festival, known for its rich cultural showcase, will now feature international representations from Peru and Japan, highlighting Nagaland's growing diplomatic and cultural significance. Key festival highlights include cultural performances, workshops, handicraft exhibitions, and collaborative initiatives. Notably, Toyota will contribute through partnerships with the state government's Task Force for Music and Arts, TAFMA. With Wales previously announced as another country partner, the 2024 Hornbill Festival promises to be a landmark event in international cultural exchange. Senior Congress leader Ajay Singh Yadav on Wednesday said the party will launch the Bharat Jodo Sambidhan Abhiyan next week, as he targeted the ruling BJP, alleging they were depriving everyone of their rights by not conducting the caste census. The campaign will be launched at Delhi's Talkotra Stadium on November 26 and continue till January 26, said Yadav, the chairman of AICC's OBC wing. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge and senior party leader Rahul Gandhi, along with other Congress leaders, will participate in the event, he added while speaking to reporters in Delhi. Yadav said the Abhiyan will be conducted by Congresses as CST, OBC and minorities wings. He alleged that the BJP dispensation at the center is extending benefit to a few industrialists who are holding most of the country's wealth and controlling assets such as mines, gas mines and irrigation projects, among others. Yadav said the Congress will make people aware of the BJP's designs and raise the party's demand for a caste census through the campaign, under which seminars will be held at various places. The former Haryana minister also accused the BJP-led centre of depriving everyone of their rights by not conducting a caste census. Even a count of elephants and tigers is done and a forest survey is regularly conducted, but a caste census is not being done, he said. Now let's take another short break and we will return with more news updates. Stay tuned.
Movel furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anau contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur de ihan hanbo oina wedding set laibi ba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna Movel furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre-booking tobiduna khudong jaba salobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina bagi damakta sangai product laiba Movel furniture la listen biro
Hey, come on. Photo some team.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯗꯅꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯩꯒꯤ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯏ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯊꯤꯕ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯩ ꯀꯧꯕ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯃꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯝꯅꯤ
ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯤ ꯀꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯗꯝꯅ ꯐꯝꯕꯨ ꯇꯦꯝꯁꯤꯡꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯍꯟꯊꯣꯛ ꯂꯩꯍꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯈꯨꯟꯅꯥꯏꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯏꯆꯥꯕꯨ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯆꯥꯅ ꯀꯟꯕꯤꯔꯛ
Sri Sri Gaurachandrai Namha Purbasamda Ikoi Khwaibu Konbiramba Sri Yendrembam Kumar Singh Namagi Nuksi Jarba Manung Sagai Natai Amadi Marupang Khwaipun Puthadok Lamlaga Haukiba Tang Tara Taret Nomazin Mita Sri Guru Gi Kripadi Ves Olga Sri Krishna Chaitanya Das Habanam Fangjaduna Dindapal Prapti Oikre Lakliba Tang Kunithoi Rain Mita Asti Sanjay Lokutraga Lakliba Tang Kuntra Thangjan Mita Srada Din Tokle Walakasi the Brahman Vaishnava Ahalaman Marupang Ekona the Sakhang Hodraba Khwaipun Matam Chan Lingbirtuna Harinam Sarban Tabirnaba Paujanjari Basing, Srimati Yendrembam Obi, Damayanti Devi Sardharmini, Sri Yendrembam Iboyama Singh Machanupa, Sri Yendrembam Robin Singh Machanupa, Srimati Yendrembam Ombi, Bina Amina Devi Mamunupi, Srimati Yendrembam Ombi, Dayasori Devi Mamunupi, Yendrembam Davhina Masunupi, Kurai Awang Kongpal, Laisum.
Welcome back after the short break, and now let's continue with more news updates. In an unfortunate incident, some miscreants attacked Tata Motors, a showroom for vehicles of Tata Company located near Kwakaitil, Haino Kongnambi along the Imphal-Terim Road. The incident occurred in the afternoon. According to a report called from the spot, some miscreants opened fire 2 rounds of bullets. 2 cars parked near the office were reportedly damaged and some portions of the showroom. Manipur police rushed to the spot and took stock of the situation. No one was arrested so far in connection with the incident. However, a case has been registered by the police. In Thoubal district, a mass rally has been taken out by the denizens of Thoubal district. Many slogans were shouted by the protesters. The mass rally was started from Wycombe Money Girls College and tried to proceed till DC Complex, Thoubal. However, Thoubal police stopped them when they rallied to move on. The protesters returned back to the college. Speaking to media persons, spokesperson of Thoubal Apunba Mayra Paibi, Kaisham Yaipavi, spoke about the main objective of organizing the rally in details.
Sigi aigi tongamba siyo mana adugi mingsat phangnaba agi siyo mana adugi mingsat tan bibo husiti mingsat tan matam natre ba seng haizara bo husiti mingsat tan ba matam natre Manipur si akoi pumna makani maitei masa akoi pumna makini akoi amato oina lipaga akoi amato oina kungjang sangjan minars haijaningi sigi matangda siyo gaisu politics sana biranu one side sana biranu aduga money flow da jusat biranu Manipur da tasing Manipur da susat piranu si hai na ayon proof thokpio hai birakanu aina paisa sai moi paisa suksa gre hai bagi praman ko thok ngamjade adu money flow da jati ganu adu ga politics amana si mana nang si hallo si tawro hab da su tabiranu one sided or ganu adu amat ta oina kunjang amat ta oina sangalaga ulap changsamina je hainjan ningi adu duga ngamoy de poti hapta thabi ganu 24 hours habi ganu 48 hours habi ganu adu di once only time to time tawbi ganu ba adu di amukta da waji lo sanbiu ngamoy di ngamoy ngamni di ngamni ngamoy haita ga di akoy mai te misa akoy punna sangalaga akoy kanmin na batay natra.
National Secretary of the RPI Thoubal Thounal has called for urgent action against the perpetrators of the brutal murders of 6 women and 6 minor children in Jiribam, Manipur. Speaking at a press conference following meetings with Dr. Divya Gupta, head member of the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, and members of the National Commission for Women in New Delhi, Thounal expressed deep dissatisfaction with the political leadership. He criticized both ruling and opposition leaders, including MLAs and MPs, for failing to speak out against cocaine narco-terrorists. He also pointed out the lack of response from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, noting that not even a single tweet had been issued regarding the incident. Thounal highlighted statements from Koki MLAs, including Pauline Lal Haukeb, who admitted in an interview with journalist Karan Thapar about the killings were carried out by the Kokis. He also referred to remarks made by MLA LM Kaute, who reportedly described Koki terrorists killed by CRPF as martyrs. Thounal alleged that these statements indicate that the 10 Koki MLAs are complicit with Koki terrorists and called for their disqualification from the Manipur Legislative Assembly. He urged immediate and decisive action to address the ongoing violence and ensure justice for the victims.
terrorist ki manak ta chatlaga mana martis haibang ngamabanina mahak su dum mari de nare do taabani adudi lairi ba MLA mayam 10 MLA sida dum sumana tawle re open da ngange interview da ngange video da ure adu taraga di 10 MLA se hausibok disqualified taw de thammi ba sikari no so we have to disqualify please disqualify yam tuna kuki MLA se disqualify taw biro disqualify dang nate ngangi Pauline Haukip amasung LM Haukte gi video ure matung da di Pauline Haukip kitchen da taruk se Kuki na hatpani haibigi moong da mama sama kangbagi moong da ngangi do na di disqualified tang nate he should be sent behind the bar mam jail man thamjan ga dabani kay di mam magi wangang do da taruk innocent ori babu land ka na basu nataba icham chama innocent civilian ka hatpada masu yaning na ngangba means mama sasu disqualified tor matung da jail su namjan ga dabani because magi wangang do da openly show tor bani ngarang interview do da adu hosipo MLA tarasi disqualified tor driba se karigino hosik adu da play politics ki play sanaba matam natte opposition ngare ruling su ngare opposition su takshan bada pulak puna takshan biro huzik government na changba yadi haba poto topi to asi isagi ethics to ngaki harga di imale ba kansi harga di huzik party ki ideology topiro ama to ina ponjal laga akoi yellow furup akoi gi imale ba si kandaba yadi haba wakalun changchan biro.
China is trying to improve ties with India in an attempt to ease pressure from the incoming Trump administration, the head of a top Indian-centric U.S. business advocacy and strategic group said on Tuesday. During his presidential election campaign, Trump proposed a 60% tariff on goods from China and a tariff of up to 20% on every other U.S. import. Mukesh Aghi, president of the U.S.-India Strategic and Partnership Forum, USISPF, said, "So we are seeing an early impact of the Trump administration coming in that has created pressure on China to ease dealing with India. So that's why border patrolling has been agreed upon, direct flights have been agreed upon." Russian President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday lowered the threshold for a nuclear strike in response to a broader range of conventional attacks, and Moscow said Ukraine had struck deep inside Russia with US-made ATACMS missiles. Putin approved the change days after two U.S. officials and a source familiar with the decision said on Sunday that U.S. President Joe Biden's administration allowed Ukraine to use U.S.-made weapons to strike deep into Russia. Russia had been warning the West for months that if Washington allowed Ukraine to fire U.S., British and French missiles deep into Russia, Moscow would consider those NATO members to be directly involved in the war in Ukraine. The updated Russian nuclear doctrine establishing a framework for conditions under which Putin could order a strike from the world's biggest nuclear arsenal was approved by him on Tuesday, according to a published decree. For ELITETV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And now before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Security forces intensify operations in hill and valley districts, ensure safe passage for essential goods. Manipur closes schools in valley districts from November 21 to 23 for student safety. State government must take a step to stop the proxy war by central government in Manipur, warns KAPECON. CBSE releases exam dates for classes 10 and 12 nearly 3 months in advance. Well, that's all the news for now. For more updated news, please tune into Primetime English News at 6 p.m. Until then, have a good day.